And we are live. Good morning.
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 Welcome to week number 8 of 9 of the Bluegrass Brunch. I can't believe it, man. 8 weeks already.
Yeah.
Some years that's the last one, but this year we got a bonus Saturday. For those of you who are new, we are the High 48's Bluegrass Band based out of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we do this brunch every year. Typically, we do it at the Astor Cafe, a great listening room in Minneapolis, but this year, for obvious reasons, we're doing it here online, and we made it a little different. We're doing it for an hour this year, and we play for a half hour, the three of us, kind of trade tunes, and then we bring in some of our musical friends for the second half hour. And today, we not only have a musical friend, but we have alumni of the band, one of the co-founders of the band, Mr. Derek Johnson. Our good friend Derek is waiting in the wings to pick with us. We love Derek. We miss him, and it's a super fun reunion here today to have him on the program. So that comes up in the second half. And really what this is about, besides the music, obviously, is just hanging out. And I see we have some friends here. Biscuits and Gravy and Bluegrass and Maplewood. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Our good friend Connie's here. Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Connie's she works the soundboard when we do it in person. Can you turn Clint up just a little bit?
Yes.
Thanks.
Please,
All right.
Please.
Jean is back in St. Paul. All right.
Right.
We
Hey,
never know where
Jean.
she is any given week.
Taking up all the bandwidth at the Christopher House, right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
what
Our
the
friend
heck?
Katie in
What the heck?
Berkeley, California. Hey, Katie. Great
Hey,
to have you here. And Denise, hello.
Hey, mama.
It is great to have you all here. Feel free to jump into the comments and say hello to us or to each other. Again, it's pretty informal. So how are you guys doing? How was your week?
It's pretty good. It's warmer, so can't really complain too much.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's funny. When it gets above 0 these days, we got the kids outside and
Man, here we are talking about the weather.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting down there on the talking points, aren't we? Week 8, right?
yeah. Marilyn, order your omelets now. Yep. Our good friend Gary is here. Hey Gary, good to see you.
Gary.
Hey, look at this. It's another alumni of the band, the other brother, Chad Johnson,
Yes.
original mandolin player for the High 48s. Is 9 a.m. too early for a Bloody Mary? Chad, no.
No.
Especially not in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, right.
It could be, yes. And oh, look at this. It's our friend Julie. Oh, man,
Julie.
it's so good to have
Julie.
all of you here.
Awesome.
And Megan, we miss you. This is the 48's family here. All these people who normally in a given year we would be seeing, at least a half dozen times at all the festivals and things like that. And this is the next best thing, I guess. And it's great to have all you here. Wes, welcome back.
Hey, Wes.
North Dakota.
Nice.
And we have a friend Terry. Good morning to you too, Terry.
Hey.
Awesome. Well, any brunch in your morning, guys? And you having anything special for your bluegrass brunch?
I had cheesy hash browns and scrambled eggs. It was actually,
Ooh.
yeah. And my wife cooked up. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you, Eric? What do you?
Nothing. No, I had water, and a shot of espresso for breakfast.
That's usually what I do, but I decided
Yeah.
to eat breakfast today. I feel good. I gotta say, amazing what eating can do.
Protein.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
yeah. I just had my standard kind of peanut butter toast, but I'm drinking some fancy Ruby Roasters coffee again. People who have watched a few of these know that I have this new subscription coffee service thanks to my lovely wife Sarah, who just popped in. Hey, Sarah, and good morning. Thanks for taking care of the kids this morning. It's a great operation out of Wisconsin, and today we're going to the Finca de Dios in Guatemala, and it's a delicious brew. So cheers to all of you out there drinking coffee or something stronger. Looking at you,
Cheers.
Chad.
Yeah.
And well, we're here to play some music. So I thought it would be appropriate with Derek here to kind of play one of our older tunes as a band. This is one I think I brought to the band just as he was transitioning to Monroe Crossing, the band he plays in, and it's one of the first songs I tried writing kind of in the bluegrass genre. Those of you who've seen us on stage know that I often mention my struggles of trying to sound like a bluegrass person because, I'm from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I've never been to a dark hollow. But I've discovered that the bluegrass it lives in many places, including real life for anybody. And in my case, it was a story that I wrote about my grandfather who spent many years working on the Great Northern Railroad and had a pretty tough go of it. And but in true bluegrass fashion, his sacrifices led to something greater, and there's redemption in the end. I get to play banjo for you guys today, thanks to all his efforts. So every time I play this tune, I think about him and all the sacrifices that he made over the tough road that he had to walk. So this is called the Great Northern Railroad. Well, I punched the clock at dawn, I worked the rail yard all day long, walked them tracks with the crooked back whistling a worried song. And at the end of every day, I head to the bar and stay till all my aches and sorrows have been drowned. 'Cause on that Great Northern Railroad, I lived life and grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. Well, time has had its way with me, and so has the company. Now I walk with the cane and live with the pain of my injuries. I once laid these tracks with pride for a train I'd never ride, and I guess that's gonna be my legacy. On that Great Northern Railroad, I lived life and grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. Well, I care for my family so, but reckon they'll never know. 'Cause unless I lay that bottle down, I don't let it show. I'm just a loving, angry man, unhappy with the good Lord's plan, and I pray I'll be forgiven when I go. On that Great Northern Railroad, I lived my life and I grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. Perhaps on account of me, my grandkids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. Thank you.
Nice. Little different kind of sounding version from the one we do on stage. That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't often hear that with clawhammer.
Yeah, no.
I love the
Rarely.
way it sounds on there. Actually, it's got a nice kind of sound, and I can slow it down, and I've dropped it down a keys.
I was gonna say it sounded lower for sure. Yeah.
It was lower. I tried it in our normal key, and it just wasn't happening Saturday morning.
Everything goes down.
Got some great comments. Thanks, guys. Love this song, says Terry. And Connie, love this song. Thank you, guys. Great train song. Thanks, Katie. Shirley Ann loves the story. Yeah, true life, man. True life blues. First time. Chris says, first time this song in public in the clawhammer style. Yeah, that's
Probably,
right.
yeah.
Another milestone. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. This is fun. That's one that I've been wanting to do during these brunches, but I've been challenging myself to do stuff that I don't normally do at these shows, and that's one of the things that's super fun about this is that we can try things out, in this venue. So speaking of trying things out, I think both of these guys have some stuff to try out, and I think you're up next, Eric.
Yeah, well, I just
What are you going to try out?
that I've been playing fiddle or bowed instruments this whole time. So I thought I'd take up the plectrum today and
Oh, boy.
see what happens.
Oh.
Guitar.
All right.
It's something you don't often see me
Very,
do.
very good guitar player, folks. Just you wait.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
We're going to see about that. So I'm going to play a tune by a songwriter I really like, Joan Shelley, and she's kind of, I don't know, I'd say she's bluegrass adjacent. She's a songwriter from Kentucky, and she writes songs that sometimes sound to me like lost Norman Blake songs, with a little bit of Emily Dickinson thrown in. She's a really great lyricist.
Nice.
And this is a song called The Fading. A spring remembered the taste of gin, an island night upon your skin. Your form it lingers, I trace it where it's been. The songs we sang, I'll sing again. When things break down, babe, let's try to see the beauty in all the fading. I saw the river thick with mud break through the banks and run. I confess I liked it. I cheered the flood as the water hit the walls and won. When it breaks down, babe, let's try to see the beauty in all the fading. In old Kentucky, still on my mind. It's sweet to be 5 years behind, and that's where I'll be when the seas rise, holding dear friends and drinking wine. When it breaks down, babe, let's try to see the beauty in all the fading. When it breaks down and stakes get high, let's see the beauty in all the fading.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's a pretty song.
It's a good song.
That sounded great.
Got a few lines that sort of punch you in the gut.
Yeah, and I can just hear that with like a band too, like kind of playing through that.
Yeah.
I can hear everything with a band these days.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, can you
Seriously.
imagine a bass and
Oh my
and a guitar or something like that?
Full accompaniment.
Speaking of bands, like most bands, we're not playing out right now. We're not playing live, and same with our guest, Mr. Derek Johnson. So, what we're doing for these brunches is just passing the hat, and so we have a shared tip jar. I'm kind of scrolling across the screen. I'll throw it in the comments as well. If you're don't feel obligated. This is really about the hang, so just being here means a lot to us. But if you want to, you can toss a little something in our tip jar, and it'll be appreciated. It's so good to have you guys here. Katie Murphy says so good, and our good friend Becky is here. Becky
Hey,
Schlegel,
Becky.
and says that was really lovely, and I agree, that was lovely. Yeah, that's great. I love it. We get to hear new music here on the Bluegrass Brunch too. All right, well we're gonna move over to Clint.
Or just recycled songs from me, generally.
Well, but we get to hear new versions, Clint on his own. And a lot of people haven't seen you on the mandolin. You should remind people like that you did have a stint on the mandolin, right? I mean, you like kind of devoted a lot of time to it.
I did kind of. I remember switching over more or less. Not entirely, but I gave a lot of energy to the mandolin when I was, I think, 14, 15-ish, somewhere in there. So I did play a lot, but I hadn't for probably almost 10 years when I picked this one up. It's been a year now, actually. So, yeah, it's been nice to get that back, feeling pretty confident on again, which is nice. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna try an old what is this? George Jones tune that I did with Eric and I have done this with Becky, actually, who you just mentioned. We played this one. Nice bouncy little country number called "Why Baby Why."
All right.
See how this goes. All right. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. No, I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why. Now I've got a crow on a pick with you, just like the last time when those feathers flew. You're running around, kicking up your heels, and leaving me home with a handful of pills. Well, I can't live without you, and you know it's true, but there's no living with you, so what'll I do? I'm going honky tonk and get as tight as I can, and maybe by then you appreciate a good man. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. Well, I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why. Well, I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, now baby, why? Now I don't know, but I've heard say that every little dog is gonna have his day. You better pay attention, don't you dare forget, 'cause I'm just a little bitty puppy, yeah. Well, I caught you honky tonkin' with my best friend. The things to do would leave you, but I should've left it. Now I'm no old to leave you, but I still get sore when you come home. I'm feeling for the knob on my door. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. No, I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? Well, tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why?
Yeah. Bringing the country.
The old A string's a little out. Sorry about that, folks.
Connie says, fun song. Debbie says, awesome. Oh, hey, it's our good buddy Tom Schaefer. He says, love me some George
Tom.
Jones.
Oh, boy.
Katie
Love that
Murphy,
tune.
toe tapping sad mandolin tune. There it is. That's
I
the
mean, it's happy sad, you know?
yeah, it's the recipe.
Yeah.
Nice. And Becky says she was singing along. We could hear the harmonies.
Yeah, could have used some of that.
Yeah. And Pam says, awesome, so fun. This is fun. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, man.
And Gene is loving the mix of styles. Yeah, we're kind of mixing it up. Week 8, it's been a while. We at this point, it's just fun to be kind of, get creative about it.
Yeah, for sure.
And that actually is a good segue to what I want to do. I want to try something completely different. This is a song that maybe the first song that I actually tried writing on a claw hammer. Well, it's a song that never had a home until I got this claw hammer banjo. So one of the recurring themes here, folks, is this is a pretty new thing for me, this claw hammer. I love it, and I'm exploring all kinds of angles of it. And it's opening up songwriting in a different way. And there was a song that I kind of had floating around for a long time, but never had a home for it. And then I tried it on this, and I kind of liked it. And I think right before the pandemic started, maybe one of the last gigs in the late fall, Eric and I played a duo gig, and I played this one. I'm going to try it for you now. It is a... It's a tune called There Ain't No Lifeboat. Around our ships the waters rise, cold rain pours in from both sides. Batten down unless you wanna die, 'cause there ain't no lifeboat for 40 days and 40 nights. No sun or stars up in the sky. We lost our way when the captain died, trying to save our lifeboat. We sailed our ships from golden shores. Our lives were good, but we wanted more. God was on our side, yeah, we knew for sure we wouldn't need no lifeboat. But sickness came, rations ran low. Fight filled the veins of every man on board. Blood stained the deck and the sea below. And we prayed, yeah, we prayed, yeah, we prayed for a lifeboat. Ship can't hold now, our time is short. It's our last chance to reverse course. All hands on deck now are overboard, 'cause there ain't no lifeboat. No, 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 there ain't no lifeboat. Something different.
That was great. I like
good
it a
one.
lot.
We'll have to
Yeah,
get
it's
that
kinda
one
nice.
into rotation once this is all
Yeah,
over.
I could just hear that. Yeah, I can hear that with the band. Yeah.
I would love to hear that with the band. Cool. All right. Well, now we've got Mr. Eric Christopher on a different instrument,
Oh my goodness.
the mandolin.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't taken this out yet.
Is this the first
so-
one?
No.
It is actually. It's actually the first mandolin tune I've done.
Really?
For the brunch.
Yeah.
So this is my pandemic started with a Columbo marathon. Jean and I, my wife Jean, and I, we watched a bunch of Columbo episodes. And I've been a Columbo fan since I was a kid. And when I was in my teens, I even wrote a song about Columbo. I really loved the show, and
He's
so I
always been
decided-
older than his years, folks.
Well, yes,
man.
I identify with him. So I wrote an instrumental, and I named it after one of my favorite Columbo villains, played by Ruth Gordon, and it's called Abigail Mitchell. We'll see how this goes. This is not something I typically play solo, but I think it might work. We'll see.
Nice. Well. Hell yeah. That was awesome.
Spicy.
That was so cool, man. I could
Got a little
hear.
spicy at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I could hear a full band around that one now.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear that one with the band.
I'd like to do that one.
That
I think
sounded
could be
so cool.
something kind of a little different. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
I've heard that one. Did you put out a YouTube video of that one? I think with the fiddle as well. Yeah,
I did.
That's a
I've
that's
been
a
playing
great
it mostly
tune.
on the fiddle lately, but it's yeah.
Christopher Jetner says, "Wow, that was great," and Becky Schlegel gives it just the big. Tom Schaefer says, "Excellent." Becky Schlegel gives it the fire.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome, and I got to point out here, Denise. I think bringing a little Columbo reference there. Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
Nice. I love me some Columbo too, man. I think that's awesome that you named a character after it. I'm thinking Columbo themed record for the next 48's record. What do you
Oh
think?
boy. All right.
I'm down.
I mean,
I've got 2 songs for you. So.
Lots of hand claps from Sarah and Vaughn, and Shirley says, "Love that, Eric." And I did too. And thank you, folks, so much for being here once again. This is the High 48's portion of the show. We have one more song to play for you before we bring out our very special guest, Mr. Derek Johnson. We're so excited for his set. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a shared tip jar that we're sharing with Derek. We're scrolling it across the screen. I'll throw it in the comments as well. And if you feel like tossing a little something in there, it'll go a long way towards that new Columbo record that we just decided we're going to do. I can just see it's going to have Eric on the cover with one of those, with a hat and a cigar.
oh my goodness.
I love it.
I
love
have
it.
actually seen Columbo. Probably because of Denise Green. She probably had me watch some Columbo back in the day.
It's such a great show, actually. I love it.
It's so quality.
It's been a
It
long
is.
time, but I remember liking it.
Right. And our friend Katie Jo from Switzerland chimes in. Hey, Katie Jo. She
Katie
says,
Jo.
"Whoa,
Hey, CJ.
what a great tune. I love your writing, Eric."
Thanks, Katie Joe.
Awesome. All right. Well, before we bring out our friend Derek, we do have one more tune, and I'm excited about this one. We got Clint on the guitar, and you got a little something different queued up for us, don't you, Clint?
Yeah, I sure do. Derek and I play in a duo together normally, not for the last year, but called Gentleman Dreadnought. This is one of the tunes we did. We played. I don't know when this gig is coming back, but we played a gig at the airport. We played a.
I remember
We
those.
played
played
at
that
the
gig too.
at the Republic restaurant in one of the concourses. For like 3 hours for people who were flying, and so we had to work in a couple airplane songs, right? This is one of those ones we like to do, a few crossover tunes. It's from the Steve Miller Band called Big Old Jet or just Jet Airliner. Jet
Yeah.
Airliner.
Nice.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Leaving home out on the road, I've been down before. Well, riding along in this big old jet plane, I've been thinking about my home. But my love light seems so far away, and I feel like it's all been done. Well, somebody's trying to make me stay, I got to be moving on. Oh, big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here that I've got to stay. Goodbye to all my friends at home, goodbye to the people I've trusted. I've got to go out and make my way. I might get rich, I might get busted, but my heart keeps calling me backwards as I get on the 707. Well, riding high, I got tears in my eyes. You got to go through hell before you get to heaven. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Whoa.
Yeah. Little rock and roll in the house. Chris
Steve
Jenner
Miller never
says,
flat picked like that.
he said, singing along. And
that
Connie remembers when this tune was on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
And Katie Murphy says, whoop, whoop. Great rendition. Makes me want to fly
Yeah, it's
again.
topical, right? Yeah.
Yeah, great picking, says Gary.
Hey, nice.
And yowza, says Debbie. And swinging, says Becky. Awesome. I thought that was
Sweet.
great, Clint.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And what a
fun.
great way to close out our set. Yeah, we're all dreaming about going places
Yeah, sure am.
right now. But, hopefully we can all transport you to places through our music.
Another place.
And now we're going to transport our good friend Derek Johnson from Northeast Minneapolis all the way over here to South Minneapolis.
All the way.
Through the magic of technology. Without further ado, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, one of the co-founders of the High 48s and a wonderful singer and a wonderful songwriter and guitar player and mandolin player, our good friend Derek Johnson, everybody.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, Derek.
Look at
How
that
are you, man?
tapestry. That's a nice.
I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Sounded great.
Thanks. We're doing great.
I
Great
have a
to have you
question
on the
for
show.
Eric, though. Thank you. I have a question for Eric. Did you see the Columbo with Johnny Cash as the guest star?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's a great one.
That's
One of my
a
favorites.
really good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start watching some Columbo.
The
I don't
fake
know.
airplane crash. Yeah.
Right. Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I bet you they're all streaming somewhere. I bet you we
Yeah,
could have
probably.
a marathon.
We have Xfinity and I think it's called Peacock. It's their online
Oh, it's
channel.
on Peacock?
They've
Sure.
got like many seasons, more
Wow.
than you could probably take in. So, yeah.
Well, for those of you who, a lot of you out there, especially friends of the High 48s, will know Derek not only as a band member, but as a member of one of the best bluegrass bands around, Monroe Crossing, a great band, also from Minnesota, and he's been with them for a while now. And Derek, do you want to just kind of maybe give a brief update on what you've been up to? Because I think a lot of people are just wondering, where are our favorite musicians and what are they up to these days?
What have you been doing up there in Northeast?
Well, I've been hunkering down, staying at home, shoveling some snow when I get the call, working on a solo CD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been tracking here at home, and then I just send tracks out across the country and the world, and people email me back their parts, and I'm assembling it here down in the basement.
That's awesome, man. And when might we expect this new album?
I'm hoping when shows start to pick up again this summer, Monroe Crossing will be back performing shows in the summertime, starting with outdoor concerts. And then we'll see how the vaccinations go from there.
Yeah.
And hopefully things will start to ramp up again here in the fall.
Nice. Well, that's exciting, man. I'm glad you're making good use of the downtime here.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun.
Good.
Right on. Well, we're so excited to have you here picking, and are we going to hear some of your new material today?
We're going to start with a brand new song, and I figure since this is being streamed on the interweb throughout the world, this would be the international debut
Oh yeah.
of a song
All right.
called Hard Life. It's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. When that bad news comes to town, turns your whole world upside down, there is nothing you can say to keep them troubled times away. 'Cause it's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. Well, the world turns round and round, and all that spinning knocks you down. For a while it goes 'cause it's a hard life doing what you do. It's a hard life trying to make it through. It's a hard life. It's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. It comes right in with a crashing sound. Seems like there ain't no quiet ground. Cover your ears and scream away. I'll join you on the ricochet. 'Cause it's a hard life, oh, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. 'Cause it's a hard life, oh, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, oh, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. Oh, it's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you.
Yeah. That was
Very nice.
awesome. Yeah, you know, it's a good song when you're starting to sing the hook before the song is over. The first time you heard it, and we have Katie Jo saying she's singing along already. We got David Robinson, our good friend David, who is on the program recently. Hey, David, he's playing along at home. And Timothy says, "Hey, Derek, awesome. Fairways and greens, maybe I don't know. That's
Coming
a
soon.
Fairways and greens. Yeah, we'll be waiting. We'll be doing that again this summer. I could, it's funny. I thought I could hear a banjo in the distance. I think I could hear David from his home there in.
David does have quite a right hand.
Yeah,
It's very possible that
he's
you could.
He's quite
that
voluminous.
you might be hearing him. And our good friend Tom Schaefer says, "Yes, Derek."
Hey, thanks, Tom. Thank you.
I see you got the LaPlante out today. Where's the Collings?
I do.
Collins.
The Collings is safely tucked away, being humidified.
Sure.
It's this is a little nicer for solo work.
Sure.
I got to
little
get
warmer.
it in tune, of course. But
Yeah.
the Collings is, that's a banjo killer, and
Yep.
you probably wouldn't even be hearing me singing if I was playing that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do love this guitar from Lloyd LaPlante. Got this one from Art Blackburn. He left his signature right there, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
But I've been playing this one for about 10 years now, and once we get it in tune. You guys were doing, last Sunday was Valentine's Day, and it was fun to watch you guys struggle to find bluegrass love songs, which there really aren't any, to be quite honest. Most bluegrass songs are full of heartache and pain and suffering and the occasional murder along the way. So I thought I'd bring you guys back to reality with a good old heartbreaker. In fact, most of the characters in bluegrass, especially classic rock and roll, is full of all these young men, a lot of bravado, bragging about their prowess. Bluegrass characters are usually quite the opposite. They are, frankly, rather pathetic, weaselly little individuals who just don't have any backbone. And
They're usually on the run too.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. But this one I dug up from the vault. Back in the day, I used to play this with Eric in a band called the Boot Draggers, the very first bluegrass band.
I
was
think I
in
know
at
where
the-
this is
the
going.
turn of the century. And I learned this one from an old cassette tape. Remember what those are? Clint doesn't know what those are, but
I actually do. I
You
do.
do?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, they're hip
Thank
again.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
all right,
Yes.
okay.
They're coming back.
and,
Clint's got a
very
few in
good
his
to know,
fanny
very
pack
good
right
to know.
now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tell me when the one you have gets caught in the player and you have to try to pull it out, and then you'll
Right,
give up
right.
on that little
Yeah.
project. But let's see. This song just popped into my head. I hadn't played it for like 20 years, and it popped into my head. And I really wanted to. I couldn't remember it all, of course. So I thought, gosh, how on earth am I going to find out the song again? And it took me about 10 seconds on the internet. plop that one into YouTube, and we're gonna do a little "Bad Day in Akron."
All right.
I had a Clark bar for my breakfast, swallowed down from a cup of coffee from an old machine. Spent the last that I had on me, now I'm down to just my jacket and my jeans. What a man won't do for a woman on the slim chance that she might have changed her mind. Hitchhike all the way to Akron, now I'm stuck outside the city limit sign. County Mountie stopped his car, asked me for my business and my name. Said the weather's getting chilly, I told him he didn't have to explain. When he asked where I was going, I told him where the icy rain don't fall. Then he left me out there standing, I guess the Mountie didn't care at all. It's a bad day in Akron, I should have stayed in sunny Tennessee. The way that woman beats me down, you know someday she'll be the death of me. This time I learned my lesson, know the price of love just don't come free. Bad day in Akron, I should be. Well, it's 3 in the morning and I'm miles and miles from where I want to be. Spent the whole day talking to her when I could have stayed in sunny Tennessee. She don't care how much I'm hurting, she don't even want me back, she made a play. It's a long way home from Akron when you're all alone, thumbing in the rain. It's a bad day in Akron, I should have stayed in sunny Tennessee. The way that woman beats me down, you know someday she'll be the death of me. This time I learned my lesson, I know the price of love just don't come free. Bad day in Akron, I should have stayed in sunny Tennessee.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
That's
And,
a
a lot of-
character for you right there.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. And I just wanted to point out that there's a lot of people that were missing the boot draggers. Long live the boot draggers. One of the boot draggers, Mike. Wow, I remember quite a while back, Mike Seabringer. Nice to see you, Mike. In the comments, Connie says, great. And Shirley Ann says, yeah, Derek. And Katie Jo was jealous of the wooden plaque. I think I seem to remember the wooden plaque that said the boot draggers down the front.
Yep, like an old sort of radio radio plaque or whatever. You
Mike
remember that
made
thing?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike made that. It made its way to every gig. Yeah.
Debbie says, so good to hear you play. Always perfection. Hand claps. And our friend Julie in Wisconsin was playing bass to that one. And Becky
Julie.
Schlegel says, really nice.
Thank you, Becky.
I just want to remind folks, I was scrolling it across the screen, but we do have a tip jar that if you like what you hear, you could throw a little something in there and help fund Derek's solo record, which we hope to hear this year, and of course our new Columbo record that we're is now going to be a joke forever.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, or right, might just be reality.
We might just have to do that.
Now, Derek, I swear I saw a little bit of like electric guitar work on that solo on that tune. Derek, for those of you who don't know, he didn't start his life here in the bluegrass world. When I first met Derek, he was playing electric guitar in a rock and roll band, yes, called Best Fight Story. I met him and his brother Chad. I was playing drums. We were all, pretty disillusioned with the rock scene, and I think it was a mutual kind of bond when we realized that there's another way to enjoy music. But they were a great band. You guys were a great band, and you're a killer electric guitar player. And I swear, I still see a little bit of that coming through in your solos.
I throw it in there when I can't think of any really flat picking ideas to put in there. So
Well, you do you, man. That sounds great.
I
Sounds
just do
good,
me.
man.
I just do me. So, speaking of me, here's another original tune. Speaking of me, this is a song that became a title track for a High 48s album, and Clint and I have been playing it together when we get together as Gentleman
Ooh, yeah.
Dreadnought.
Well, I
And
know.
So which one's the gentleman and which one's the dreadnought?
Yeah.
Clint is definitely the
Well,
gentleman. yeah.
Remember, it's gentlemen, plural.
Okay,
Gentlemen.
all right.
I do my best. He keeps me honest.
But of course we have some great stage banter about how funny that is, because we're not.
Well, the usual joke is I tell people the name of the band is Gentleman Dreadnought. This guitar right here is called the Dreadnought, and Clint, he's the gentleman.
Yeah.
That's the way I sell that one.
Nice.
Well, let's see. All right, good.
There it
I
is.
was wondering- I was going to ask if you had a rim shot available.
Oh, he's got lots of stuff.
I got what you need, man.
Don't get him started.
Yeah, really don't. Now let's hear some more music.
All right, here we go. A song called Up North. I've been running down that road forever, underneath the burning sky, taking chances on cheap romances with them women that'll rob you blind. I've been losing track, now I'm getting back to some air that I can breathe. Gonna run up north to the water and let the water run over me. There's a fire that's been burning in me since the day that I was born. Always searching, forever learning that you can't get blood from a stone. I've been flying high, too cruel to die. It's the only way I know how to be. Gonna run up north to the water and let the water run over me. There's some lonely places I'm headed. Oh, I may never return. I've been around this great big world, but I can't think of a lesson I've learned. Oh, but now I'm back again, and life ain't named just a slave fighting to be free. Gonna run up north to the water and let the water run over me. I'm gonna run up north to the water and let the water run over me.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I miss playing that. That's one of my favorite ones to play with you. That's a good one.
I miss playing that one too.
Yeah, me too.
It's a fun one.
It's been a long time, and Connie Murray says it's a favorite of hers. Mother Banjo says someone had their coffee today.
I'm trying. Maybe.
That sounded great.
Tea. Thanks. I've been working on the mandolin these last few years, so I'm gonna pick that up and see what happens with that today.
Nice.
And this is we'll see if it's in tune here, man. Mandolin is a lot like a banjo. It's not so much if you can get it in tune. It's just to what degree do you want to play out of tune.
It's the old joke that mandolin is Italian for out of tune.
There you go. Right. It can go out of tune just by looking at it. So, but I think we're doing okay.
Looks like our friend Stefan from Switzerland says, "Hey Derek, great to see you on the 48's TV show. Was nice to meet you in person some years ago in Switzerland. Sounds great here."
We did.
Good to see.
We had a chance to play. Monroe Crossing's been to Europe a few times, and we had a chance to play with Coludo at a festival in Switzerland.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
we're
Nice.
jealous. They were a
awesome.
guest. Some of you may remember a couple weeks back. We had them on the program, and they were great.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. Guys and gal, of course.
Great to see you, Stefan.
Well, we're gonna do a song here that I wrote a couple years back for a sad occasion. It was the funeral of my uncle, lived out in Arizona. And being a band on the road, you just can't drop what you're doing, and that's one of the bad things about being in a touring band is you have obligations at specific times. You can't always get away for family events, so I could not make it to the funeral of Uncle Bob, so I decided I better write a song, and we projected it on the screen there for me to contribute.
Cool.
Uncle Bob was a Baptist minister, and he had a great way of, when he had to preside over funerals, he would call it graduation day.
Oh.
And so that stuck in my head, and Bob helped me write it. It's a song called Graduation Day. This life is but a test as we follow God's plan from one moment to the next and live a life that's true. Do unto others like you want them to do to you, and then you'll find you've made it through another year with a passing grade. On graduation day, our soul will be called away to live forevermore on Jordan's brilliant shore, nevermore in pain on graduation day. It's not as hard as it sounds. Follow his word, spread the love around, tell others the good news, how Jesus shed his blood for you. And when your homework is done, you'll join the Spirit, the Father and the Son on graduation day. Our soul will be called away to live forevermore on joy.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Great song.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Gene says lovely. And Wes says, great song, Derek.
Thanks, Wes.
And Severin, our friend from Germany, says beautiful as well. Hey, Severin.
Oh, thanks. Severin's
And,
a huge bluegrass fan. I'm on his Facebook. He gets Facebook posts out there all the time, always broadcasting bluegrass throughout the world. It's great.
We appreciate him for sure. Adele says, a sweet tribute to your family member, Rena, our guest recently here on the program. Hey, Rena. Nice to hear you play, neighbor. Literal in this case. You guys are close by?
Just down the road. Just down the road.
Nice.
Very
Yep,
cool.
Not even a mile away, up in northeast Minneapolis here.
And Sarah says, beautiful song from downstairs. And just a reminder, we are passing the hat today for Derek and for the 48s as well. I put the link in the comments. Feel free to throw a little something in there if you're feeling it. This is so much fun.
Good stuff.
Well, I prepped a new cover song. One of the things that Monroe Crossing does in our live shows, if you've seen us like at a theater when we play 2 sets, is the first set is all songs that we pick, and then we take a set break, and then we take requests from the audience, and the second half of the show is all audience requests. And we even throw it out there that if one person in the band knows the song, we'll play it. And of course, we may regret it, but we will try to play it. And it's amazing how that second set actually we get a lot of requests for the same song, but every once in a while we'll get a song where maybe just one person knows in the band, and we'll just wing it. And those are some of the most magical moments in the band, because we'll get done and we'll look around and we'll go, wow,
We did it.
did it. We did a great job.
We did it.
Well, this is a song that we've gotten requests for, but it's kind of a wordy song. It's not one you just kind of pull out of your back pocket. And I've been meaning to learn it for a long time, and I think I finally learned it. So we'll give it a shot. Well, it's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bones, or the ink stains that I dread upon some line. That keeps me in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their column now that binds me, or something that somebody said because they thought we'd fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving as I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. Oh, I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Well, I did my cup of soup back from the gurgling, crackling cauldron of some train yard. My beard a rustling coal pile and a hat pulled low across my face. Through cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waiting down the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
That
You
is a
did
great
it.
song.
That is such a great
Yeah,
song.
that's not really one you just pull out, is it? Yeah,
No,
you
but
gotta.
I did cheat.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
you
I mean,
know,
I
now
cheated.
now we're all gonna request that song.
But that's not even an easy one to cheat on. I mean,
Yeah.
you kinda know
No,
where you're
not
going.
really.
Yeah. Request. Well, if you request it a lot, I'll get better at it.
Yeah.
Chris says, love that song. Great job. Debbie says, great clear sound. Our friend Gary, one of my all-time favorites of John Hartford. Thanks, Derek. And Michael says, Glenn Campbell was one of my first concerts with Jim Neighbors.
Jim
Wow.
Neighbors.
Wow.
Well, that's an interesting pair. That's a little bit better than the Monkees opening up for Jimi Hendrix. So,
Ooh, that's got to be brutal.
Mark says, nice to hear you again. Sounds like Delano days. I wonder, Delano or Delano's perhaps?
Delano's.
Thor says, nice Mando playing, Derek.
well, thanks, Thor.
And Katie Joe said, definitely gentle on the ears. Love that tune. Man, people are just loving this. Everybody, this is so fun to have Derek once again. I'm going to put the little ticker tape here on the bottom to let you know that we do have a tip jar for Derek and the band. If you want to throw something in there. Hello from Missouri, says Sandy. Great music as usual. And Terry Nelson said, I just got home, so I was listening, but I couldn't comment. Awesome show today. Thank you for being with us, Terry. And Mark says, awesome. I can't keep up with all these comments, Derek. They're just coming fast and furious.
They're flying in.
People, Kate says, well, hey, I went bananas for the monkeys. Well,
Well, great. Now even the listeners are getting rim shots.
Oh boy.
yep.
Well, hey guys, I gotta be to Excelsior by 1, so I got to split here. But,
All right,
it's
well,
been fun.
good to see
Great
you, Clint.
listening. Yeah,
Good to see you, Clint.
guys. Yeah, have a good rest of your show. We'll see you later.
Thanks,
you.
man.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, I just got a couple more songs for you. I got to get this box in tune here as we move up to the key of B. Need one more sip of water.
Key of B for bluegrass.
Bluegrass, yeah. This
And
is
that's
hard
not
to
an
write,
easy
remember?
key to sing certain songs. Is this one that you're pushing a lot of air?
Yeah, but I wrote it, so I made it easy on myself.
Nice.
This is a song we briefly played in the high 48s, and I'm going to record and have some really talented people play with me on this one. A guy named Anthony Erig's going to be playing the banjo on this, and I got
Oh.
Eric Christopher, and I got
Oh,
named
man,
Rich
I'm
Casey
excited.
on the bass. Yeah.
This is one of my, if you're doing what I think you're doing, this is one of my all-time favorite Derek Johnson songs.
Thank you. This is a song inspired by a trip I was taking down to Texas. I was going to visit a friend there, and I love history, and so before I was going to go visit him, I was just kind of absorbing a lot of Texas history, and I got to the Alamo and reading about Davy Crockett and the Alamo, and found out that Davy Crockett was, I believe it was Tennessee, where he was a congressman, and he got voted out of office. And so he, in a very honest speech departing his constituency, he said, well, the hell with you, I'm going to Texas. And he ended up going to Texas, and the reason he was at the Alamo was because he was looking for more votes to establish himself as a leader of Texas. He kind of got stuck at the Alamo, fought bravely with his men, of course didn't make it out. But the interesting thing is the friend I was going to go visiting actually wasn't really nothing like Davy. He's more like the dude from The Big Lebowski.
I know that
it's kind of-
archetype, yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of the dude meets Davy Crockett in a song called Texas. Hell with you, I'm going to Texas. Gonna start a new life before I get too old. Gonna leave behind the pain and all the messes. Gonna lose my bad habits, except for getting stoned. Life, I'm gonna live it to the limit. Where I lay my head has always been my home. Hell with you, I'm going to Texas. It's there I live and day of my own. Well, I had my nights of pain and days of sorrow. Never thought I'd see times that were so low. And living on the streets of old Chicago, not a penny in my pocket, not a song in my soul. Busted out of there just like a banshee. Never going back now that I found my own way home. Hell with you, I'm going to Texas. Here I live and die on my own. My time in the city of the angels, swam against the current, bumped my head up against the stone, ran the table in all the wrong circles. I let a woman take my heart until she turned it into stone. Yet seeing the past, I left it all behind me, never going back now that I found my own way home. Hell with you, I'm going to Texas. There I live and die on my own. There you go, Anthony. Song called Texas.
I love it. My wife agrees. She remembers this one. Always loves it. That's always been my favorite. And I would like to think, Derek, that Mother is still upset.
Mother might still be upset. Yeah,
we got some fan mail after a gig once.
Yeah, so HE double hockey sticks didn't fly at Delano's that night. We thought it was safe. It was the third set.
You never know. You never know.
But no lie, we did get an email that said that Mother was still upset.
Sorry, Mom.
That makes me love that song so much more.
But yeah, the funny thing though, the friend who I was writing that song about, I was just going to meet up with him this weekend. We were going to meet in Cancun, but he called me and said he couldn't fly back right away.
I think I
know what's
saw
up with
him
that.
wheeling his luggage across the airport. Yeah.
He said that he's going to be really busy at his job for the next 4 years, but after that he might have a lot of free time. So
It's good to have friends.
where's my rim shot? Where's my rim shot?
Oh,
Well,
it's
this
great
has been a
to
lot of
have you
fun.
back, Derek.
Thanks.
Just like old times, folks.
I got one song ready for you guys. We're going to end on a little bit more somber note, especially since we're in the age of COVID and we have to be doing this kind of thing instead of getting together in person. But this is another song I've been meaning to learn for a long time, and one of the greatest songs I think ever written. You really can't beat it. Written in 1854, and seems like it will never go away. It's just beautiful melody, and the words are just, well, they're unfortunately always appropriate. So I'll leave you with this one. Little Stephen Foster, Hard Times Come Again No More.
Nice.
Let us pause in life's pleasures, count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with hope. There's a song that will linger linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song the serves the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fading at the door. Their voices are silent, but their fleeting eyes will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song that serves the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard come again no more. 'Tis a sigh that is sounded across a troubled wave. 'Tis a wail that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis a dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song that serves the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no
Oh, that was beautiful, Derek. This is Derek Johnson, everybody.
everyone.
New solo record on the way. Plays with Monroe Crossing. We all can't wait to see him. I love this comment here from Elizabeth. She says, yes, Derek brings the catharsis and the joy. And I can't agree more. That's the beauty of this music. And thank you so much for bringing both to the show today, man. This is so much fun.
Thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, Derek.
We got a lot of
Thank you,
people chiming in here. I just want to make sure I get to everybody. Chris said, thanks for another great show. Thanks, Derek. Warm days ahead. Yes, and
Yes.
Katie Jo got chills. I miss playing an old washing machine. For those of you who aren't from the scene here in Minnesota, that's a jam spot every August,
We'll be
and
back.
we miss that too, and we miss all of you. Severin says thanks and stay safe. But for those of you who think about clicking off, don't click off quite yet, because we do have one more song. Derek doesn't know about it, but a little bird told me that it was Derek Johnson's birthday tomorrow. And I want everybody out there, you're at home, I want you to all sing along with me here. We're going to put a little banjo version of Happy Birthday on and
1, 2, 3,
you can
4,
all
1, 2.
sing along. We're going to wish Derek a happy birthday, everybody. During this time of COVID Send them the love.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Derek! And
Thank you.
I
Appreciate
got another surprise here for you.
Oh,
Yep.
what now?
And look at that! It's
Oh.
Derek's brother Chad,
Oh, hey.
who wants to wish him a happy birthday.
Thank you.
What's happening, you guys? Can you
Hey,
hear me?
Chad.
All right.
All right, we got okay. So those who don't know the history here, when this band started, this was it. Chad and Derek, the brothers, were coming from the Bootdraggers with Eric, and I joined the band. And Captain Rich Casey, our good friend in Wisconsin, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, was also in the band. And this is the core of the band that started so many years ago. I did manage to finagle one more surprise for you, Derek.
Oh, really?
Happy birthday, Derek. And hello, Bluegrass Brunch. Miss you guys.
All right, Rich Casey. I miss him.
I think there's people that wondered if Rich was still out there, and yes, sir, he is, and he wishes you a happy birthday. And I wanted to bring Chad on to celebrate too, because man, we need to be together during these types of moments. How you doing, Chad?
Well, I'm doing all right. Happy birthday, Derek.
Thanks, Chad. Thank you.
So, Chad, why don't you let people know where you landed after the High 48s?
Oh, my wife and I moved out to Santa Cruz going on 6 years now.
Wow.
Santa Cruz, California.
Nice.
hear it.
Well, we just thought it'd be great to bring you on just to wish a happy birthday to you, Derek. And with Rich there on the screen, it was the original quintet of the High 48s, and you're always one of the 48s family, Derek. And just thank you again for being here today.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. It's been my pleasure, and it's great to catch up with
I think we lost that last little bit. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I said it's been great to catch up with so many people online, and I really appreciate you having me on the show, and love the High 48s.
And we love you, Derek. Well, and we love all you guys for tuning in. Connie says, thanks for a wonderful show. We got a lot of happy birthdays. Terry says, happy birthday, handsome. And happy birthday from Joy and Adele. And my wife, Sarah, says, happy birthday, Derek. And Joy says, hi, Chad. And it says, man, are you two related? Says Joy. Yes, these are the brothers Johnson. And we're so happy that you could do this. And for those of you who have been following along, we have one more of these brunches coming up next week. It's been an amazing run. We've had so many great artists that have joined us over the last 8 weeks. And next week, we're going to close out the Bluegrass Brunch with our good friends Kim and Quillen Rowe from the Rowe Family Singers. So we certainly hope you can join us for that. It's going to be a great way to close out this session. This is like a place where we could all get together and be a musical family again. And for that, we are so grateful to all of you for being here, for your great comments. And we can't wait to get everybody back outside together at a festival. Mm-hmm. It's going to be glorious. And once again, I want to thank Derek. Thanks, Derek. It was great to have you, and great to see you too, Chad. All right, well, until next time, folks, have a great week, and we'll see you next week for the final installment of the Bluegrass Brunch. Take care.